Welcome to another episode of Breath of Fire Circle Wednesdays. Today is June 2nd, 2021, and I am Breath Master Aaron Motley, your global community elder, bringing you the healthy, vibrantly, and with fullness of the lungs. All right, we've been talking about this breath of fire thing. It's easy, except when it's hard. And my job is to make it easy for those of you who think it's hard. If you've ever panicked, hello, or should I say heaven high? Yes, hell is low, heaven is high. So heaven high, everybody. Check it out. This thing is real easy. If you've ever panicked, or had a panic attack or had anxiety where you was breathing real fast and you felt like you couldn't really breathe even though you're breathing fast, the thing about that is there was a lack of depth in the breath. There was a shallowness, and you were exhaling more than you were inhaling, so you wound up totally out of breath. So the relief of panic attacks, anxiety, is simply increasing the amount of air in your lungs. Because a panic attack and anxiety basically is a highly stressful state when you feel like you're going to die. And the main reason why you feel like you're going to die is because you cannot get enough air. So, simple. Get more air. It's just that simple. Y'all know me. I'm a simple guy. I keep it simple. Sometimes people say I'm too simple or real simple. I am simple. You can call me that all day long, and I will honor and appreciate that. I'm not one of these folks who won't get upset because you calling me a name, especially if it's simple, because I am simple. Anyway, check it out. Quick sidebar. Corny joke. What's the best time to do breath work? When you're breathing. Here's another one for you. When's the best time to work out? When you're outside. Get some work outside. Come inside. Work in. Work out. Get your workout in. Anyway, so much for my hilarity. I know y'all think I'm funny. Some of y'all not so much. I know one woman, she didn't even want to learn to do breath work with me because I wasn't funny. Cool. You do you. That's how I say. I'm here to help everybody who's ready and available, no matter what the circumstance is. So, anyway, enough of the sidebar. Back to breath of fire. This is the furnace. This is where heat goes. This is where food goes. This is where food is cooked in the body. In the Asian culture, or Chinese people, one of those languages, Mandarin, Cantonese, I don't know which one, they say Dan Tien. Translate, furnace. This is where food is cooked. So, how do you cook your food in your body? First off, you don't drink a bunch of cold stuff because fire and cold and heat don't go together. So, you want to bring heat into the body. And the easiest way to do that is to really get things moving in the digestive area, in the waist area, this line, this waistline, this midline in the body where the waste accumulates or should be getting processed and moving out. So, how do you bring heat into the body without doing a lot of work, without trying to figure it out like rocket science? Do I get a blowtorch? Do I put it down my throat? Do I swallow a match? Do I put a hot plate or a hot water bottle on my stomach? Simple way you can bring heat into the body and process and digest your food more efficiently and effectively is the breath of fire technique. It's called a breath of fire because as you breathe, it creates heat in the body, particularly in the area of the furnace. Notice when my stomach collapsed. So I'm pushing air from here. You probably can hear it when I exhale. Now the heat comes when we stoke the fire, when we increase the pace. You ever look at a fire, there's some fires that when they start, they're kind of soft and gentle and light and what have you. And then as it builds, you see more flame, more flicker, more activity. And then it becomes a roaring flame, and you see all of this fire blazing up, reaching for the sky, and all of the little sparks flying and what have you. So if you want a blazing fire down here, you got to increase the heat. You got to start slow. You got to build up, and you got to keep it moving and going and going and going and going until the heat builds and builds and builds and builds. And what will happen then is all of your food will get cooked, i.e. digested. And you will not have accumulated waste in your abdominal region. Or as I say, lose the waist, lose the weight. So, I've given several ways of doing this. The easiest way to do the breath of fire technique, not engaging the nostrils so much as the breath through the mouth. So the easiest way is to go, because if notice what happens when I go, this collapses, right? Now when I go, same thing. Some people, well most people, it's easier to say quickly without any practice versus going without practice. So I'm giving you the shortcut. This is the hack for the breath of fire technique. And it actually brings more intensity as far as engaging the abdominal muscles, because anytime you make that ch sound, which is the last syllable of the letter H, H, or if you're from Britain, H, H, H. So let's do this using the sound of the letter H, that ch sound, or for the little children, the choo-choo train. So here we go. Let's do this. I'm not even going to count. We're just going to do this for until whenever, and see how you feel in your abdomen. So join me right now. Don't worry about who's looking at you. Do you. They're not inside his body with you. They're not taking care of you. They're not making you healthy. They're not processing your food. You are. So don't worry about the people. Worry about the person. Okay? So, starting with the breath master technique. Place your tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and curl it back with your mouth closed, and inhale through the nostrils into the lower abdomen, chest, shoulders, neck, arm relaxed. Begin the breath of fire with the sound of the word of the letter H. Keep going. Every now and then, you may have to swallow a little saliva, or close your mouth and wet the roof of your mouth, because sometimes with all of this air going in and out, the mouth gets dry. So, do you. Slow it down and extend the sound. Pick it up. Shorten the sound. Extend it. Extend it long this time. Squeeze and hold it. Do not inhale. Hold it. I don't know about y'all, but my butt cheek got tight. When you extend the exhalation as long as you can, you're going to, especially using the sh sound, you're going to engage the abdominal muscles to the nth degree. And all of the muscles in the abdomen and all the way around to your back, to the point where after you extend it so much, even your glutes will become engaged. What? Y'all breathing with you? But what? Oh. Yeah, you can breathe with that. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so extending the exhalation engages the abdominal muscles more and more and more and more and more. Okay, for those of you with the soft belly, check this out. Do this. Hold it. Poke that belly. Feel those muscles? When was the last time you felt that? Can you imagine? Just by doing breath work, you're engaging them. Now, when we did that extended extended breath a moment ago, how many of you noticed that your abs got a little tighter and they were beginning to get sore? And also, did you notice that you began to heat up? Your body began to heat up. Right now, I got a little bit of sweat all over me because of the heat that comes with the breath of fire. That's why they call it the breath of fire. Or some people will just shorten it and say fire breath. Yeah, you can breathe like a dragon. Blow that heat out. When you're expressing the breath, you're actually sending heat out of the body. You're getting rid of moisture and heat. So this is a way of tightening the abdomen and processing your food, increasing tonality of the abdominal muscles, relieving anxiety. I guarantee you, if you have stress, and again, a stressful moment, if you do this breath, your anxiety will go away, your panic attack will go away. If you know somebody with a panic attack, or having a panic attack or anxiety, walk up to them and just say, do what I do, and start doing this breath. And have them do that with you. And if they say they can't, say, stop talking, just do it. And have them do that for about 2 minutes. See if that panic attack is still active. See if that anxiety doesn't subside. Especially when you get to the point where you're going, because they have a lot of heat and stress in their body that needs to be exhausted. The best way to exhaust it is with the breath. And if they are in a highly stressful state that they can't really get a grip on things, their heart and their mind is moving faster than their breath. So when you're doing this breath, particularly with the sound for those who are inexperienced, sometimes there's no time to teach somebody how to breathe in and out of the nostrils real fast. Sometimes it's time to just help somebody. And the best way to do that is give them this gift. Teach them to just go until they catch up with their heart rate and their mind slows down. Then slow the breath down. And you will slow down, you will bring down their stress levels. And when you get all the way to the end of that last breath where you just go and have them extended, they will no longer be in that panic or anxious state. At least not to the level of volatility. And then if you really want to help them, have them do that and extend it, then have them do it again and extend it, then have them do it the third time, extend it and hold it. Because what happens internally is this. With the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, when you hold your breath, the carbon dioxide accumulates in the bloodstream, Carbon dioxide is literally a muscle relaxant. You don't need to go to the drugstore. Your body creates its own muscle relaxant. The heart is a muscle. When you're having anxiety or stress, the heart is, beating real fast and what have you. The mind is racing or whatever. You can have them inhale and hold their breath, or exhale. At the end of the long exhalation, if you want to help them have more accumulated carbon dioxide, then have them inhale deeply and hold it at the end of this process. That will give more accumulated carbon dioxide in the bloodstream. And this will end their panic attack and their anxiety. And you will have done your job of helping somebody that day. Okay? So, that's your supreme tip of the day. Okay? So, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate your time. Breathmaster A here, the Global Community Elder, and I'm out. Check me out on my YouTube channel, Breathmaster Aaron Motley. Peace.